What's up, everybody? It's me, Pancake, and I'd like to welcome you to the Blueberry Pancakes and More channel. So Christmas is coming up, and you probably need a nice, easy, tasty treat to bake for your families. Today I've got the perfect dessert for that purpose, a cherry pineapple dump cake. So that's what we'll be making in today's Cook with the Cat episode. So, here is what you are going to need for your dump cake. Not one, but 2 cans of 21-ounce cherry pie filling and topping. You'll also need 1 can of 20-ounce crushed pineapple in pineapple juice, a box of yellow cake mix, a stick of butter, and a container to bake your cake in, preferably a 13 by 9 one. So, let's get started. First of all, you must preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Now add a layer of butter to your baking pan so that the cake won't stick. There we go, it's perfect. Next, we must use a can opener to open the first can of cherries. There we go. Now carefully scoop out the lid and throw it away. Now we're ready to add the cherries. They look delicious. Pour the cherries from the can into the baking container. Make sure not to get any cherries on your tail. They are very sticky and hard to lick off, but it tastes good licking them off. Next, we can use a spatula to evenly spread all the cherries in the pan. Now it is time for us to open the can of crushed pineapple. Remove the lid from the can of pineapple and pour it on top of the cherries. The pineapple juice splashed all over my nice fur coat, and I just took a bath. Once again, use a spatula to spread everything out. This may not look that appetizing right now, but trust me, this cake will be delicious when it's done. Now we will open the other can of cherries. Like before, you can throw away the lid of the can. These cherries look so good. Now pour these cherries on top of the pineapple and the other cherries. Then use a spatula or spoon to mix all the cherries and crushed pineapple. Be sure not to mix any of your fur into the dump cake. Now this is starting to look more like dump cake filling. Next, get out the box of yellow cake mix and use your claws to cut it open. Then remove the bag of yellow cake mix and use your claws to cut one small corner of it open. Now begin to pour the cake mix over the cherries and pineapple. try to cover everything up so none of the filling is showing on top of the cake. Make sure to use up all of the cake mix. At this point, everything smells really good, just like cake. But you might notice that the cake mix is spread unevenly. Use a spoon to even out all of the cake mix until it's nice and flat with no more mountains. There we go, it's just right. Now we've only got one more ingredient to add. Butter. Unwrap one stick or half a cup of butter and use a butter knife to cut it into really thin slices. Cutting butter is really satisfying. It's like sharpening your claws on a tree. Well, actually it's not anything like that. Next, we are going to place all the thin slices of butter on top of our cake mix. Make sure that you place them evenly, completely covering the cake. Now that we have used all of our butter, our dump cake is ready to be put in the oven, so let's start the baking. Put the cherry pineapple dump cake in your preheated oven and bake it for about 50 minutes. As your dump cake cooks, the butter will melt and soak into the cake mix. Then some of the cherry filling will begin to bubble up through the top of the dump cake. When the top is golden brown, this means that your dump cake is done baking. Now that the dump cake is done, it smells so good. I can't wait to eat it. Anyways, that was how to make a delicious cherry pineapple dump cake. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you enjoyed this cake we've made. But for now, I have to taste this yummy dessert. So please subscribe for more cooking videos and like the video if you think this dump cake looks good. That's it for me today. Bye!